Welcome to 5 Good Minutes.
You're listening to today's inspirational message on the book of Ecclesiastes with Dan Irvin.
Welcome back to 5 Good Minutes podcast. Today, continuing our walk through Ecclesiastes chapter 10. And today I want to look at just verse 12 for a moment. Verse 12, words from the mouth of the wise are gracious, but fools are consumed by their own lips. You know, it's pretty astonishing how much power words have, to heal, to hurt, unite, divide, life, destruction. This is the power of words. This is human instinct. We know this. I grew up in the adage that, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. That was what I was taught to say on the playground growing up. And I think as we grow older, we just know that that's not the case. Words have power. A kind word can brighten your day, while a harsh word can linger for months, years even. Words matter because they shape the world that we live in and carry significance. So this passage, this verse in Ecclesiastes, it really invites us, I think, to reflect on what is the difference between wise and foolish speech. How do we get to the place where our words matter in a positive way? Wise words, Ecclesiastes says, are gracious. They bring blessing, encouragement to others, while foolish words, on the other hand, are destructive. They not only hurt others, but eventually they come back to hurt the speaker. I think the words we say, it probably reveals a lot about what's going on beneath the surface in our lives, in our hearts. Often our words reveal things in us that are happening, our pride, our selfishness, our anger. Jesus put it pretty plainly in Luke chapter 6, verse 45. He said, "For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Our words are like a window into our hearts. If our speech is constantly filled with criticism and sarcasm and harsh words, it could be a sign that something is out of alignment inside of us. And yet here's Jesus, and he offers us an entirely different way of living and speaking. If we consider the cross for just a moment, Jesus was insulted with words, mocked, tortured. He didn't retaliate. He didn't lash out. Instead, he spoke different words. He said in his last moments, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." That's grace. It's not just withholding retaliation. Jesus didn't retaliate, but Jesus in that moment gave something, a gift to these people. It's offering kindness to these people that really didn't deserve kindness in that moment. Jesus in that moment gave us a picture of what it means to be wise with our words. But here's the challenge. None of us are naturally inclined to act this way. When we're insulted, when we're abused, when we're mistreated, our inclination probably isn't this way. Our words often reveal just truly how broken and self-centered we really are. But I think if we're all honest, we probably want to be the way Jesus was. We want to change in that direction. And here's the good news. This is the best news. That the gospel here, the good news about Jesus, it's not just merely advice for our lives on how to live. Do this, not that. But the gospel, it actually gives us the power to live a different way, the ability to live in a different way. You see, when we can realize the depth of God's grace towards us in Jesus, that he forgave us, that he spoke life over us when we deserved judgment, this is the thing that can begin to change our hearts from the inside out. We don't need to prove ourselves with our words anymore. We are free to speak with grace, to encourage, to bless, only because we realize how much we are loved by God. So our words then, it can point to the one, to Jesus, who speaks life and truth into our lives. Every time we choose to respond with kindness, every time we offer forgiveness, every time we speak truth and love, we are reflecting the grace of Jesus. So here's the question that I think we should consider today. What kind of words will we speak? What will we be about? Will our words bring life or destruction? Will they point people towards Jesus or away from him? I pray and hope that we could all be people whose words reflect the wisdom and grace of Jesus, not because we are perfect, but because we've been transformed by his love. Through the gospel, we have the power to speak life. And in doing so, we can point others to the one who gives life.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.